Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
Save my soul. I can feel it coming.
And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available.
Save my soul.
So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. We've seen one St. Louis Ram come off the board. Might we see another? We've seen a Houston Texan be taken already in the draft. It wouldn't be a stretch to see a second go here. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.
Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless.
My love is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
I got a lot on my mind, I got a lot on my plate. I got a couple of trouble, I got some money to waste. I put the drinks on the you put your on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rocket and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
I done graduated, baby.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. first down. Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now Dallas gets set.
The light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's all with me? Oh my Lord. Who's all with me now? Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along,